Hi and welcome back to BookTube with Amy. Today is going to be part 2 in my humongous library project series. So today we have our comfy zone, so we're going to hang out. We're going to go through all my shelves of paperbacks and we're going to decide what I am keeping and what I am going to unhaul. I'll go through them and then we can sit down together and chat about what I am getting rid of. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a big one, hopefully. I tend to be quite indecisive sometimes when it comes to getting rid of a book or not, because I think, right, well, Amy now might not want to read it, but then what if like Amy a few years down the line just takes a notion and then like I'll need to buy it again and it's a waste of money. But I think that if I have either DNF'd it, it's gone. If I've read it and I didn't love it and I don't think that I'll talk about it on the channel again, then it's gone. And if it's been on my shelf for over 3 years and I haven't got around to it yet, I'll maybe make that a separate project. If I don't get around to them this year, then they will also be gone, but we'll see. Please let me know down in the comments if any of the books I am getting rid of you would like. I would love to send them on to people to a loving home. If there's anything that you're interested in, just let me know. So after all of that, I am unhauling 39 books, which is not a bad number at all. I'll just say the reason why, but I'm not gonna like go into a proper review as to why if it's something that I've read. We know I go off and ranty tangents, and we're trying not to do that. So I have 2 books, the Sardine, the Lie Tree and the Face Like Glass. I can't remember what one of these I started to read. I think it was the Lie Tree, and I just couldn't get into it. I was going to keep A Face Like Glass and try it. I'm still swithering about this one, so if anybody has read it and you think it is up my street, let me know. I am down to keep it if you think that I will enjoy it, but I'm definitely going to get rid of the Lie Tree. I'm going to get rid of Cry of the Sea by D.G. Driver. I just didn't get on with this book. I didn't think it was brilliant. I'm going to get rid of The Girls by Emma Cline. Again, I read this one, I just didn't love it. Then I'm going to get rid of Dermaphoria by Clevenger. Read it a couple of years ago. I'll never reread it. It wasn't for me. And I'm going to get rid of The Bone Witch by Rinch Pecco. Read this year. I just wasn't a fan. I'm not going to continue with the series, so I'm going to get rid of my first one. I'm going to get rid of Dear Amy by Helen Callaghan. No, a book that I would ordinarily have picked up, but I thought it sounded interesting. Read it a few years ago while I was on holiday and I really didn't enjoy it, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to get rid of 2 Charles Bukowski books. I've got Ham on Rye and Love is a Dog Bitch from Hell. Oh no, it's just Love is a Dog from Hell. I've added in bitch. I'm never going to go back to reread these. I'm going to get rid of A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. I tried to read this year, just didn't go on with it, so I'm not going to continue with the series, so I'm getting rid of the first one. I'm going to get rid of The Shining Girl by Lauren Bukes. Again, I read this year, really hated it, so I'm just going to take it off my shelves. And then I'm going to get rid of The King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. I DNF'd this book. I really loved the first 2 in the series, so I'm going to keep them and just pretend like it's a really ambiguous ending duology and get rid of the third one. Then I'm going to get rid of Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Read this year, really didn't enjoy it. I probably won't pick up anything else by Naomi Novik, so off my shelves. Then I'm going to get rid of Cults Uncovered and also Unsolved Murders, and these are by Emily G. Thompson and Amber Hunt, and these were just quite throwaway. I read them, didn't love them, will not read anymore. I'm going to get rid of these 2. Then I'm going to get rid of Harrow Lake by Kat Ellis. Read this year, didn't love it, getting rid of it. Do you see a theme? Then I'm going to get rid of A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair. Again, BookTube made me buy this and I really didn't love it. Very smutty, no enough plot, going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I have never read a book by V.E. Schwab that I have actually enjoyed, so I know that is controversial in the realm of BookTube, but this can go to somebody who's really going to enjoy it and get a lot out of the story. It just wasn't for me. Again, quite controversial. I'm going to get rid of Nevernight by J. Kristoff and Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and J. Kristoff. I tried to read both of these last year. I DNF'd them both. I cannot get on board with J. Kaufman's writing. J. Kristoff's writing. I don't know why he's so beloved. It just isn't my style of writing, so I'm going to get rid of both of these, because again I think 2 people will get enjoyment out of them as opposed to lingering on my shelves while I just stare at them loathingly. And I'm going to get rid of Cruel Beauty, and this is by Rosamund Hodge. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It was okay, it wasn't the best, but I will never go back to reread it so somebody else can enjoy it. Then I'm going to get rid of Hex by Thomas Oldhovelt. I DNF'd this book. It was terrible, misogynistic up the wazoo, really no for me. Virginal homophobic, I would say, so I'm going to get this one out of my collection. We do not ship problematic authors here. Speaking of problematic authors, I'm going to get rid of The House of 100 Whispers by Graham Masterton. I tried to read another Graham Masterton that I got as an e-arc from NetGalley this year, and it was terrible and had some really horrible transphobic comments in it that I just could not see past, so I will not support Graham Masterton ever again on my channel, so I'm going to unhaul this and get rid of it from my collection because we don't need that here. And I'm going to get rid of this edition of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and it's simply because Simon got me a beautiful edition when we were doing book 101s, so I don't need this anymore and thought that somebody else could experience the joy. I'm going to get rid of Sticky Fingers by J.T. Lawrence. This is a short story collection. It's supposed to be a bit effed up. I didn't feel it was particularly effed up. I just felt it was dull, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I'm going to get rid of both of these books by Christopher Berry D. Again, I tried both of these either last year or the year before, and I just didn't like the writing style, so I'm going to get rid of these. I won't purchase another Christopher Berry D book again. I'm getting rid of this copy of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens because, as you will have previously seen, I brought all my childhood books back, which includes the beautiful leather-bound Charles Dickens Complete Works collection, so I don't have a need for this anymore. Then we're getting rid of The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. as books just fall from my lap. For no other reason than I have a beautiful big hardcover edition of H.G. Wells' completed works that Simon got me a couple of years ago for Christmas, so there's no need to have a separate copy of this story as well. And then I'm getting rid of American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I also decided that I wasn't going to support Gaiman anymore after his ridiculous travelling during the coronavirus restrictions, because he basically wanted to use his privilege to not have to deal with his wife while they were having an argument. So I am not going to support him anymore, so I'm unhauling this because I'm never going to promote him on the channel. I'm never going to speak about the book. So cheerio, Neil Gaiman. Hope breaking all the travel restrictions was completely and utterly worth it. Plus, like, if I need to take a side in the breakup, I'm obviously going to pick Amanda Palmer, because, like, Dresden Dolls was the music of my youth. Women with Fierce Words, we're getting rid of this. This is a short poetry collection of a group of women from Glasgow who got together to, well, write a poetry collection. It's not something that I will ever go back to and reread, so I thought I'd pass it on. Getting rid of A Girl is a Half-Formed Thing by Emer McBride. Never read it. It's sat on the shelf for years and years and years. It's not something I think that I will ever pick up, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm getting rid of What I Saw and How I Lied by Judy Blundell. I read this at the beginning of last year, didn't enjoy it, so I'm going to pass it on. So that is all of the books that we have purged from the paperbacks. So there is a little more room on the shelves currently. I will probably not be going through the hardbacks soon because they're all still boxed up behind the bookcases. I don't think that we will be going through the hardbacks until we get them all moved out of the room so that the workers can come in and build the bookshelves. So it's probably going to be a wee while until you see that unhaul, but come back, check it out, because again I'll probably be doing a fair few and you can see if there's anything that you are interested in. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying everything that you are reading at the moment, more than I enjoyed half the books that I just unhauled, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.